All right, hello and welcome into the show, everyone. I am Preston Poole. That is Tyler Adams. This is Unadvised here on the Sports Animal YouTube, Facebook, and on our very own X account at Unadvised Pod. Give us a follow on X as this is going to be pre-recorded. It'll go out Thursday evening, but we are recording it on Wednesday afternoon. Because we are two very busy individuals. But T-Bag, how are you doing on this fine day?
2 5-hour energies, 1 coffee, and 2 shots of espresso. And
oh yeah, you're perfect.
Yeah. I've got I have a caffeine addiction. I'll be the first to admit. And then whenever you're lacking sleep and just everything.
Yes.
Shout out to Mathis Home for having espresso on tap. I wasn't going to do the espresso today, did it, and I was just sitting here before the show like, damn, I'm jittery. So if I seem excited, it's because I am.
That's perfect. That's perfect. We've got a lot to talk about today, including college football week 12, NFL week 11. We'll talk Oklahoma, Alabama as well. All that stuff coming up this weekend. We've got Thunder. We'll just go into the future here a little bit, or the past, should I say. Thunder beat the Lakers by 67, something like that.
Yeah, these are okay. Circle of trust.
Yeah.
The Luka Doncic games are always the ones where you have to win. You have to win these games. They're the only ones where I get paranoid and all this stuff. So Thunder do win tonight. I am confident. Like we mentioned last show, I'm always just going to be confident as long as number 2 is on the court. But the Luka Doncic games are always the one I get the most paranoid because tonight's the night where all my little friends from Dallas will tune in to finally watch their first NBA game of the season. And they're just biting at the two, just waiting for the Thunder, Luka to beat the
Thunder. Well, you know what? They can root for 2 teams if they want to. They can be bandwagons.
I mean, they're back. I got a text yesterday, right when the Nico news came out. I got a text saying like I'm walking. The air feels fresher or it's smelling fresher right now. They're getting back on the Mavs bandwagon, but then they're also realize like, oh crap, we're about to go through like a rebuild.
Yeah, they're not good.
They're staying on the Laker Luka bandwagon. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I saw earlier today. I believe it was Tim McMahon tweeted out that the owner of the Mavericks is requesting doctors look at Anthony Davis to make sure he's 100% healthy before he goes out and plays. So it's always good when ownership gets involved like that.
Did you see what the kid in the Luka jersey talking to the Mavs owner? And the next morning, Nico was fired. That's awesome.
That was pretty funny. That happened just yesterday. So that was good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get into some college football going on this weekend. Oklahoma is in Tuscaloosa to take on the Crimson Tide. Alabama currently a 5.5-point favorite in this one. Number 4 Alabama, number 11 Oklahoma as OU moves up 1 spot in the college football playoff rankings that came out last night. If you had to guess, who is the leading rusher heading into this game for both teams?
Torrey Blaylock.
Yes. And how many yards do you think that he has on the season?
450?
401. That is the leading rusher in this game. So look, these teams these teams aren't going to light up the world when it comes to rushing.
The Alabama running back, I don't know his last name, but I know his first name is spelled like Jeremy, but it's Jeremy.
Okay.
That's how it's pronounced. It's like Jeremy. We had a discussion on the show this morning.
Jeremy Miller.
Jeremy Miller.
Yes. He has 321 rushing yards heading into this weekend. So
quarterback game.
Exactly. And look, for that matter, I mean, you think of the Alabama offense, you think of guys like Williams, the wide receiver. Their leading receiver only has 605 yards on the season. Satania has 692. He would be the leading receiver out of both of these guys, although Ty Simpson has thrown for almost 2,500 yards. So they like to spread the ball around there in Alabama.
Yeah, and Alabama, again, they would just run one of those offenses where it's death by 1,000 paper cuts more than, you know. just like the old school Big 12 days or something. No, they're just gonna just chip away at you and chip away at you. So I think the X factor in this game, Preston, is definitely the OU defensive line for the OU front. Is definitely. I mean, it goes without saying is the OU defensive line because they can't take advantage of the Alabama offensive line. R. Mason Thomas into the injury report comes out tonight, but I mean, hell, Kerry was saying today, it's like it shouldn't matter. Like it helps if R. Mason Thomas is on the field, but it shouldn't matter. Like if you're better than Alabama, you should go out there and beat them with or without R. Mason Thomas. Your D line should be deep enough. Your edge rusher should be deep enough. So you prefer to have him out there for many obvious reasons, but I don't think it's one of those cases where it's like that's going to make or break the game for OU.
And obviously, like the circumstances were different last year, right? Heading into this game in Norman, OU was just not good. A season ago on offense, couldn't score any which way they tried. Alabama came in. I think they came into this game last year with 2 losses.
Yeah, it was the third
in that one. So obviously, Alabama only has 1 loss. That was to Florida State early in the season, the beginning of the season, actually. So again, do I think Oklahoma can go down there and beat Alabama? Probably. Do I think they're going to? No, I don't. I don't think they're going to. I think they'll probably lose by a touchdown or more, something around that area. If I had to pick it, I'd probably say 7 to 10 points. Right now is what I think Alabama would win by on Saturday.
Yeah, it's just what the SEC is now. It's the most.
Which John Mateer are you going to get? I think is a big thing.
Well, that's a huge question because he played great at the end of Tennessee. So is he going to be able to carry that momentum over to Alabama? Because if he does, that's really going to favor OU and give them a better shot to win this game. But it's just another game. We've ever since the Texas game, it's just week in and week out. It's like I could see OU losing and I could see OU winning. This one, it's probably I lean more seeing OU lose. But if you're to tell me right now, hey, OU's going to win this game 24-20, like, I'm not going to be like, what? That's the craziest thing ever. No, I mean that's not going to surprise you whatsoever if they go in there and win this.
That's probably their best case scenario is holding Alabama under 30 points.
Let me ask you this. I was actually because I was listening to Traber on my ride home, and of course, Jim, one OU fan represents the entire fan base.
Yes.
But this was an independent thought I had. And I was like, oh, this is a good question to ask Preston. Would you rather go in and win this game and then lose to Missouri or LSU, or lose this game by 17 points and then beat Missouri and LSU? Because if you win this game and lose to Missouri or LSU, that's going to be.
No, I mean, you win this game, you're putting yourself squarely into playoff contention.
You're away from being in the playoff.
Yeah, exactly. And if you lose this game, playoffs are kind of done and don't really matter at that point. So I would say you would probably want to lose this game and then win the next 2 after it. I don't think you would want to win this game and then lose.
Well, no. I'm just saying for like I'm not saying like for playoff picture or anything. I'm just saying for like the mental aspect of you, like you and the fans. Yeah. Like, well, if you're gonna get 3 losses, would you rather beat Bama or just lose this?
Well, I mean, look, if you're asking, Joe Blow on the street in Norman, he's definitely saying, "Oh, I want to beat the Crimson Tide."
Yeah,
100%. But if you're thinking like in terms of the season as a whole, okay, yeah, you drop one against number 4 Alabama, in Alabama, and then you go on and win your next 2 home games against Missouri and LSU. I think that would probably be the better scenario. And look, even finishing that, what would that put their record at? 8-3, 9-3 at the end of the season. So that's still a pretty good record considering the gauntlet they had to face.
If you're to tell, July 1st, press the pool, he's going to go 9-3. Like, yeah, I'll take that right now.
No, 100%, 100%. I'm with you on that. So, again, like you said, the defensive line, this is going to be a big test for, I think, the back end of that defense. They got one, 2 weeks ago in Tennessee. Why am I blanking on the quarterback's name there for Tennessee? Aguilar. He still threw for almost 400 yards in that game. So the good thing is they were able to get turnovers. You got to get turnovers. You got to. Yeah. That's one of the main reasons they won a week or 2 weeks ago. Is they got those 2 turnovers. While I don't think they turned those into touchdowns, they definitely got field goals off of those turnovers.
Mason was a fumble 6, and then you got the 2 2 interceptions that led to field
2
goals?
interceptions, that led to field goals, and then like that touchdown that you mentioned. So, defense has to have one of their best games of the season for sure. And then on offense, it's again, like I said, which John Mateer shows up, which running game for Oklahoma shows up, right? Is Xavier Robinson going to be able to run the ball at will like he did a year ago against Alabama, or have a good running game like he did 2 weeks ago against Tennessee? That's the biggest questions for me. I don't care much about the defense. I think the defense will sort itself out. I think they're good enough for that. But on offense, it's just which offense are we going to get? Are we going to get the Texas offense, which again was weird because Mateer was obviously still.
I don't think it's going to get that bad. I don't think we're going to see that again this season.
I don't think so as well. But
it's more of if we're going to get like first half Ole Miss offense.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Where it's just like, not a good watch. Not a good watch. Yeah.
The Texas offense was just, or OU against Texas was just.
That's stuff that makes you want to vomit all over the place. But like I said, right now, if I had to make a pick, I would probably take the Bama -5.5. I just think because they're playing in Tuscaloosa, it's just a different thing.
We're getting. If OU wins this game, I am the biggest Texas and OU fan the rest of the season because I want an 8-9 matchup of OU and Texas in the first round, either in Austin or Norman. Oh my God!
I mean, this is probably a dumb question, but if Oklahoma beat Alabama, they would probably jump ahead of Texas for sure.
But if Texas plays Georgia, they play at Georgia. So if they win,
that's true. That's true.
If Texas wins out, they beat at Georgia and in A&M.
The funny thing is, if Oklahoma and Texas both win, they would still just like jump. They would jump up. They'd be ranked like OU would be one behind them. Because they're both playing top 5 teams on the road. So, let's go ahead and actually let's talk about that Texas and Georgia game. Georgia's a 5.5 point favorite in that one in Athens. I'll be honest, I haven't watched like a whole insane amount of Georgia this season outside of like a little bit of that Auburn game a few weeks ago. So I couldn't really sit here and tell you much about Georgia, but Texas, it feels like they've just skated by since the win in Dallas. They've been winning games, but it feels like they've just been skating by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, and Arch Manning, it's weird because Arch Manning has played better against that second half against Mississippi State, especially that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And into the Vanderbilt game. So Arch is playing good right now. But then again, that's only a game and a half sample size going to Georgia. So this is the biggest game of Arch's career, no doubt, because if he goes in there and lays an egg or something, there's going to be a lot of talks about his future and stuff in Austin. So this is a huge game for Arch Manning. And I mean, we're getting OU Alabama into Texas, Georgia. I mean, that's an elite day right there. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see, I think Texas can go in there and win. I would even bet them plus a 5.5. Like I think, and it's not because I think, Texas is really good. I just think Georgia. I just think I told you this last week. I told it last show. I told Kerry Murdoch this on Monday morning or Tuesday morning. I just think kind of really that top half of the SEC is just so close on a playing field that I just think that anything like I would take OU plus the points this week just because I just see every team is just all within a touchdown. Maybe A&M has separated themselves. I won't admit it until they are hoisting a national championship trophy that A&M has separated themselves. I just won't do it. But I think Texas can go in there and keep it close. And I mean, it's just a huge game. It's a huge game for Texas.
Yeah, that would be. What's the morning game on ABC? It is Notre Dame and Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's
by the
right.
way,
not a must win for Pittsburgh.
Pat Narduzzi saying, "I don't care if we lose by 100; it means nothing."
Which he's not wrong. Like in theory, he's not wrong. So they have to win the ACC to get in.
Yeah,
and that this game doesn't count towards.
It's just not what you want to hear from your head coach.
Don't say it behind a microphone. You can think that internally, but no, it's really not that big of a deal if we want to lose this game. don't say that to your team or to the media. Like, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, like, every game's a must-win in college football.
Notre Dame is a 12.5-point favorite in that one. It's in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that was to hear that clip when he said it the other day. It's like, yeah, man, you're a head football coach. I don't think a head football coach has ever said, like, no, this game really doesn't matter.
And like, again, it's so actually, I'm kind of going to take back what I said. With the way the ACC is set up, Pittsburgh can win out and still not make the ACC title game. So I would argue that this is a must-win because then if you're 10-2 and chaos happens, maybe you can backdoor your way into the playoff at 10-2 with a win over Notre Dame. Maybe
especially at number 9 Notre Dame.
Probably not. Like I wouldn't rely on it, but I would rather win this game and try to find out that way than lose and rely on ACC standings.
No, well, I'm with you 100%. It was a wild statement to hear from a head football coach.
I might lock Notre Dame off that statement alone. Just disrespect to Pitt.
Yeah, because that right there just tells like the gambler in me. Well, if he doesn't give a damn, then I don't give a damn about that.
And Notre Dame's it's a must win for Notre Dame because every game's a must win for Notre Dame.
Exactly. I mean, they've already got those 2 losses as well.
They can't lose again.
That would knock them out of just about everything. I don't know how big of a game this is in the American Conference, but South Florida at Navy. I need to look at the standings in the American Conference. They're both at the same record, so I would assume that is a pretty big one when it comes to that.
Record.
We're about to be on a group of 5. Yeah, that's 1 versus 2 in the conference. So we're about to be on a group of 5 watch of what standings to watch, basically, because 2 of those teams could get into the playoffs.
There is a world where there's 3 teams for the 2 playoff spots, and those 3 teams are 9-4 ACC champion Duke and 2 group of 5 schools.
Yes.
I need that. I need that. Do I agree with the way that is set up? No. Would I love nothing more than to watch the chaos and how mad people are going to get and how mad people are going to get we work with about that. I need that in my life. I need that more than I need air to breathe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because look, and do they still have the same setup where if you're a conference champion, you're ranked higher and you get a bye, or did they get rid of that?
No, it's the top 4 teams get a bye.
Okay, cool. Because I remember that last year, and I was just like, yeah.
It'll be the Big Ten winner, the SEC winner. I would imagine if Tech wins out, they'll get a bye. And then probably the loser of Ohio State, Indiana. Unless Ohio State just blows the doors off Indiana.
No, that sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right. Other big games going on in college football. Number 21, Iowa at number 17, USC. USC is a 6.5-point favorite.
USC is still alive for the playoff. They got Iowa and Oregon. They win those 2 games, go 10-2. That's another one where if I can't get OU and Texas in the college football playoff in the first round, bring USC to Norman, please. That would be another awesome. I've already volunteered to work for Kerry for that day, just so so he can do anything in his power to get to that USC press conference.
Yes, that would be insane. This just feels like a game though that Iowa's going to lose after what happened to them at home last week against Oregon.
The Kirk Ferentz culture one though. I mean, this is at USC though, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably lean USC in that.
What else do we have here?
There's a game in Stillwater, Preston.
Oh, that is right. Sorry, I was looking at the top 25 board and they were not there. Let me look at the bottom 25.
We don't have to break it down too much.
K-State and Oklahoma State. Kansas State, a whopping 20.5-point favorite.
Woo. Thank God it's 11 a.m. is all I'll say. I know the crowd, I'm already embarrassed by the ripping OSU fans will get on Twitter because they took a victory lap for the Cincinnati game, which was the last home game, for how great the crowd was. I don't think this one's going to be good at all because it's 11 a.m.
It'll be good weather, though. So, I mean.
You know what? I said, though, it's not going to be good at kickoff, but maybe around like halfway through the first quarter.
No, I think it's supposed to be like 80 degrees on Saturday. Let me check.
Yeah. That's going to get people to show up to watch a 1-8 football team.
83 degrees, 80 on Friday, 83 on Saturday. So it look. It's going to be a beautiful day in Stillwater.
Yeah.
What the hell else do you have to do?
Go out and buy your $11 beers at Boone Pickens Stadiums and watch college football.
Yeah, why not? Right?
Yeah.
Give you something to do.
Again, I am very glad. I am very grateful that this game is 11 a.m. because even a 2:30 game is too late for this one because I want to get home and by 5:30, which it looks like I will.
Yeah, you'll get home just in time for the Thunder game. To start
and
that
I'll be able to watch the
and
probably
Texas,
the fourth quarter of OU Alabama.
Yeah, and then you'll roll right into that Texas and Georgia game. Look at you. You've already got it planned out.
UCF's a 3 p.m. kickoff, which is an away game, which is perfect. 1 p.m. pregame show. Be done with the postgame by 8:30. So Iowa State, 11 a.m., please. Let's end the season on a good note by not having any night games.
I would assume that might be the case. Anything else in college football?
I'm going to say this, Preston, and just because I want it on record that I said it behind the microphone. Don't be shocked if Utah backdoor their way into this playoff. The committee just keeps them right there in that bubble, and there's a lot of chaos going on right now.
Where are they ranked at right now?
They're 13th.
Yeah, they are 13th in the college football.
Would I bet on it right now? No, but everyone's talking about Big 12 being a one bid league because Cincinnati and BYU, unless BYU was a conference, but they were just so outclassed against Texas Tech. I don't know if they could beat them 10 times or once if they played 10 times. But Utah's just hanging around right there, and I think the committee might be able to just sneak them in.
And they've got a favorable.
I wouldn't be shocked if they end up making it.
They go on the road to Baylor this weekend, at home against Kansas State, and then on the road to Kansas. So they've got a favorable schedule to win out potentially. To end the season. And then I haven't even looked at BYU's schedule. But I'm assuming what BYU's already
BYU plays at Cincinnati. I know that. So that's going to be a big one for Big 12
they do.
Purposes.
They're home against TCU this week, at Cincinnati the week after that, and then back home for Central Florida. So
that Cincinnati BYU game is going to be a big one because Cincinnati's still in the hunt for Big 12 conference.
That is true, and they're ranked 25th in the country, Cincinnati. So, did you have any issues with the rankings that came out, the new ones this week?
No. If you want me to be honest, I looked at it once. That's good, and then went on about my day.
I still probably think Texas and Oklahoma should be ranked over.
What's OU right now? 11.
11. I think both of those teams should be ranked over Notre Dame, but
that's Notre Dame's the only complaint out there, really.
Yeah, I think Texas and Oklahoma are probably the two best two-loss teams right now, and then you have Notre Dame in there because Notre Dame, the only good teams that they've played this year, they lost to. That's Miami, who's just not really that good anymore, and then A&M, who is obviously in the top 3 in the country. So
I am rooting for Pitt this week just so we can get Notre Dame out of there. I do think Notre Dame's good, but I'm just tired.
See, I would be rooting for Pitt if Pat Narduzzi didn't come out and just say, I don't care about this game. So.
I am probably betting on Notre Dame, so I'll end up rooting for Notre Dame. So,
all right, let's switch to the NFL Thursday night football. It's going to be a great game between the Jets and the Patriots. The Patriots are only a 13.5-point favorite. The Patriots could end the Jets on Thursday. And the Jets have been over for a while, but they could officially end.
2-game winning streak.
That's true.
Against the Bengals and Browns, I think. I know it was the Browns last weekend.
Yeah. This is a game that no one's going to watch and no one's going to care about.
Yeah, I think I'm opting out. There's a couple new shows I've been wanting to start. Death by Fire, maybe the Andrew Garfield Netflix show. I want to start that. The new Polar Bis.
I have no clue, dude.
It's a new show on Apple TV that everyone says is like one of
the
they've watched the first 2 episodes come out. And everyone's like, this might
be. Maybe that's my problem is because I don't know any of the new shows. I just watch the same shows over and over again.
I work with Phil and Zinga, so I hear about these shows. Yeah. Without Phil, I'd be in your shoes. But I've heard really good things about both shows. I'm like, okay, maybe I can start them. So I know I'm going to start the Polar Bis or Palubrit, whatever it is, the Apple TV show. I'm going to start that on Friday because season 3 or episode 3 comes out on Friday, so I can just catch up then. I think tomorrow, Patriots Jets, I'm going to learn about the assassination of President Garfield.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the look. They're making us have all these damn streaming apps, anyways. This is the perfect night to use that because the Thunder don't play, and the NFL game is probably going to be a snoozer.
This whole YouTube TV ESPN thing has made me self-aware on how much money I spend on streaming, and not good.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
I don't make enough money for this money. Yeah, we keep spending it. They have me. What can I say? They won.
Exactly. You got to. Big games in the NFL. We've got the Chargers taking on the Jaguars in Jacksonville. The Chargers are 2.5-point favorites in that one. The Jaguars, ever since they beat the Chiefs, have just not looked good at all. And when was that? They beat the Chiefs. Yeah, they've lost 1, 2, 3 of their last 4 games after beating the Chiefs.
Yeah. Like we said,
and Travis Hunter is out for the season now.
Yeah. Like we talked about on Monday's show, I think that loss that the Jaguars had against the Texans might be a throw in the towel loss.
Yeah.
5-4
in the season.
I'll go ahead and congratulate your Chargers.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. They're still the most injured ever. By the way, we have a Madrid game this week. I don't think we've had a Madrid game.
I'm not watching. I'm not waking up to watch that one. I'm opting out of that one.
You don't want to watch the 3-7 Commanders take on the 3-7 Miami Dolphins?
I'm all right. Call me a casual.
So it's a opt-out Thursday and a sleep-in Sunday, is what you're saying for the NFL. Maybe you can catch some Premier League on Sunday morning.
No, I don't know if you've seen Liverpool's season so far in the Premier League. Champions League, they might just be going all in on the Champions League right now. They might say through the Premier League, we're going to go on in the Champions League. I'm opting out of Premier League right now. I will say Liverpool's collapsing in front of our eyes, and I'm not going to do this right now.
I haven't seen the table in a few weeks.
Arsenal's going to win. It's going to be gross.
I know I said I was going to be an Arsenal fan, and then they started actually winning. Yeah, Arsenal's at the top of the table, then Man City and Chelsea. So, hey man, got to pick it up. The Bucks and the Bills, that should be a good one. See if the Bills can shake off whatever happened to them last week in Miami. That was just kind of weird.
Well, and if the Bucks lose, that means they played 2, AFC contenders, 2 in a row, 2 losses. So this is a massive game for both teams.
Bucky limited today, Wednesday in practice. If he's upgraded later in the week, Thursday and Friday, I would assume that is a good sign that he's going to play. So keep an eye on that. The Bucks have been without Bucky Irving for quite a few weeks. So that should be a good one in Buffalo. Your Bears taking on the Vikings. Is this a must win or a can't lose?
Go 1-1 in the next 2.
You've got the Vikings and
the Steelers at home.
Steelers.
Go 1-1 in the next 2. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. This one is a must compete. How about that? This is a must compete.
Must compete. It's in Minneapolis. Look, I think the Vikings are bad. I think the Bears win this one by a touchdown. I just think the Vikings aren't good.
If they can go 2-0 in the next 2, it's in 8-3.
What I'm saying is bet the Bears plus 3.5, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If you could use that for your lock of the week, I would use that for your lock of the week. I think Bears. I just don't think the Vikings are that good. I don't think the Vikings are that good. Packers and Giants really isn't like that interesting, but Jameis Winston might get a start.
He is starting.
Oh, he is. I saw that if Dart couldn't go, it would be Jameis Winston.
Okay. I thought Dart was already ruled out. Okay, that makes more sense.
And he might have been at this point.
Jackson Dart, just do us all a favor. Just sit out on Sunday. Come on, man.
Yeah, we need to see Jameis slinging the football. And if he does play, bet the over in interceptions because that dude's going to be slinging the rock like no other.
Did you see his quote today?
No.
He said he just went on how he's going to be the starting quarterback for the greatest city in the world, and just went on about how great New York is and how much of an honor it is to be representing the greatest city in the world as our starting quarterback. And I was like, just perfect.
That is perfect.
Letting it sling.
Bengals Steelers. This again means nothing, but Joe Burrow is going to be playing in this one, I do believe. So
what?
I believe he was upgraded.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Joe Burrow is back, is what it says. So Joe Burrow will be
the Bengals, man. If they would have just beaten the Bears and the Jets, they'd be sitting out 5-4 right now.
Yeah,
with Burrow coming back. Brutal.
Instead, they are 3-6, and more than likely done for because the Ravens are hot right now,
and the AFC is just so deep.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Seahawks Rams, that'll be a really good one.
Really good one.
In LA, Rams are 3.5-point favorites in that one. Chiefs Broncos, that should be a good one. See what Bo Nix is. I can't remember who else was. Oh, it was Mark Rogers who was on fraud alert for the Broncos and Bo Nix. So yeah, that is I think for both teams really in that game.
Yeah, for sure. Because the Chiefs, it's like everyone's like, oh, they're back and then they lose, and like, oh, they're back and they lose.
And if the Broncos lose and the Chargers win, that would mean the Chargers are back in first place. So we'll take that. Sunday night should be a good one. Lions taking on the Eagles. The Eagles are 2.5-point favorites.
This is a massive game. Massive game for NFC standings right here.
Could be a NFC Championship game preview.
Very well could be.
We'll see. And then Monday night, you can just skip Monday Night Football this week.
There's a Thunder game, so watch the Thunder instead.
Watch your shows on Monday night because it's the Cowboys and the Raiders.
Yuck.
That these primetime games, man. Thursday
when do we get to flex
and Monday.
Because I guess they don't flex Monday Night Football, do they? No, because those are so because the dates are different.
Possibly, I think they could, but that doesn't happen until after Christmas. We have to wait till after Christmas for flex season. So,
gross.
Yeah, that is not good. Not good. All right. Anything else before we wrap this thing up?
I think we've got it. Like I said earlier, the Luka. I'm not scared of Luka. I am not scared of anybody. The Luka and whoever teams Luka's on is a team I get paranoid about because I know there's snakes in the grass are just waiting to blow up my phone if the Thunder loses this one.
Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be like 24 hours ish post Thunder Lakers. So we'll know at that point by your reaction on Twitter what has happened. So I think we all want the Thunder to win big in this one, and I prefer
to win over lose.
I think they will win. Yes, I think everyone does do that. So, all right, that'll be it for us. We'll be back later on in the week, or I should say probably next week, since this is coming out Thursday. We'll see you guys then. Have a good, safe weekend, and until next time.